Hello everyone. This is Susie Beiler, and I am talking about the Creation Temple Retreat. So you can ask any questions that you like in the comments below. And if I understand how this new thing that I'm trying works correctly, your questions will actually appear on the video screen. So I'm trying something new. It's called BeLive.tv. So I wanted to share with you just what's been on my heart about the Creation Temple Retreat and to invite you, if you are feeling called, to join me in Sedona, Arizona. So the first thing that has really been in my awareness lately is this topic of empowerment, because I am still seeing the people that I would consider light workers being in upset over a decision that President Trump made, or being in upset over something that they've witnessed, something external from themselves. And to be truly empowered, we need to stop externalizing and start looking within. And so, I don't know if this retreat has a theme other than obviously creating heaven on earth. But for me, my version of heaven on earth includes people who are empowered, people who know how to use their power that comes from within them. And part of this equation is to stop being in reaction over what's happening out there. So if, for example, President Trump makes a decision, instead of reacting, look within and say, well, what am I doing to make a difference on this planet? Instead of giving some leader all the power to make change, take the ownership back on yourself to make that change. Because look, guys, we're the ones doing it. We're the ones making the change. And we need to stop giving our power away to the leaders. So in the Creation Temple Retreat, we'll be talking about that. How do we take our power back as light workers? How do we become the ones that create the shift, that create the change, that create heaven on earth on this planet? I know I'm not the only one that wants heaven on earth. Oh, yay, Julia. I'll be so glad to meet you in person. We're the ones to make the change. So empowerment is a huge topic. And I actually took some notes for this Facebook Live because I have a lot to say. First of all, when you come to the retreat, you get out of it what you bring to it. So if you're struggling with something in your life, if you have questions about something in your life, wonderful, Christina. Yes, self-compassion is huge in being empowered. If you have something going on in your life, bring that to the retreat. Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen at the retreat. I have some ideas. I have lots of tools, lots of ceremonies and processes that we'll be doing together. But the attendees, the participants, are really the ones to create the retreat, because whatever you bring to it, that's what we'll address. That's what we'll work on. If there's shadow work we need to do together, if there's, your inner child needs healing, that's what we'll do together. So really, you, the participants, are creating it. Thank you. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sandris? Thank you. You're the ones that are creating how this retreat will go. And so really anything is fair game. Anything that any concept you're working with, anything you're struggling with, any shadow work that you want to do, I'm creating a very safe and sacred container for you. So whatever you bring to the table, whatever you need to address, that's what we'll be working with. That's what we'll be addressing within the retreat. Okay. I want to talk a little bit about the safe and sacred container that I'm creating for you. We're actually going to be meeting in my home, which is a very personal, very intimate sanctuary for me. So if you are in resonance with my energy, I know you'll be welcomed into this space. And this house has an essence and an energy of her own, and she will welcome in those who are meant to be here. So if you are resonating with my energy, chances are that you would be very welcome in this space. And this house, I've only been here for, let me count the months, like 4 or 5 months. She actually works with my energies. Okay, I'll just share this. It's a little bit gross, but I'll just share this to give you an example. So I shared, yesterday I filmed episode 50 of the Prime Creator Channeling, and I shared some personal things at the beginning of that video. So you can watch that for free in the Creation Temple or a week from now on YouTube. I shared that I've been going through a huge release process and a huge integration of one of my soul aspects. And part of this process actually meant that I've been constipated for like 3 or 4 months. It's been a little ridiculous. One of the things this house did for me was she got clogged pipes, and we had to call a plumber and get the pipes snaked. Hey, Tom, we had to get the pipes snaked out. And at the moment where I heard the gurgle in the pipes and the plumber was releasing all the blockages from the pipes, things moved in my gut. And I had actually been in a little bit of pain from menstruation, and the pain went away at that exact moment. It was incredible. And my mind was kind of blown. I was like, wait, did the house just help me release? So to have the retreat here in this home is actually a very special thing, because she will support whatever is needed for you. And she's getting her energies in her container ready to welcome you into the retreat. Okay, so know that that's happening. And then, of course, the safe and sacred container that I create, people often tell me that they feel like they can share anything with me, and actually oftentimes they do, whether it's solicited or not. So you know that when you come into this space, into the presence and the space that Max and I will hold for you, you know that you are safe and free to share anything you need. And of course, as a group, we will have agreements about confidentiality, that anything that happens within the group retreat will stay within the retreat unless you choose to share it, something personal that you experienced. But you won't be talking about other people's experiences unless you have their permission. Okay, let me see what else I want to talk about. Okay, if you have been feeling called and you're on the fence, like you're not sure if this is right for you, you're not sure if you can make this happen, if this is the right timing, whatever, if you feel called, I encourage you to take the leap, because when you take that leap, that's when the amplified energies of transformation can occur. You know, I understand it's not convenient to get your passport to fly in from a different country, or to leave your family or your little children, or, you know, whatever it is. I get all of that. I understand. And in my experience, for my path, transformation has not happened for me when I sit back on the sidelines. It happens for me when I take the leap, when I put my neck on the line, so to speak, when I put myself out there. That's when my transformations have occurred. And it means taking risks. It means being uncomfortable at times. It means making myself vulnerable. Like I said yesterday in that channeling video, I shared some pretty personal things that, you know, really don't need to be public information, but because I am walking what I talk, I want to share with you what's going on for me. So if you've been on the fence and you're not sure, you know, feeling like it's only a month away, Susie, this isn't really convenient. But if you're truly feeling that call, then I encourage you to follow the call, because that's when your transformations can happen. When you take the leap, when you invest in yourself with your time, your money, your energy, that's when you get the results that you desire. So I'm not saying that you will have like everything transformed in this weekend, but I am saying that that transformation will get an incredible spark. That transformation will get an incredible boost, and you'll have deep support. You'll be meeting with your soul family. You'll be meeting with myself. I'm sure Max will say hello from time to time and he may even be part of the entire thing. I don't know, that's up to him. But you will be receiving a tremendous amount of support from myself and from the energies of Sedona. So here's what I can tell you about Sedona. When you live here, you are like in the fire of transformation. It's unrelenting, it's continuous. When you come here for a visit, what you receive from Sedona is tremendous support of transformation. There's a fire here. There's also a gentleness and a welcoming. You know, it's not all fire. There's also a sweetness. The sacredness of this land and the vortices and the energy, the vortex energy, is very conducive for transformation. And if there's something coming up to the surface for you to heal, a place for you to find your wholeness, Sedona will support you in that. And so, you know, weather permitting, it is my intention that we get to spend some time on Sedona's sacred land. On my property, I have the Alewa swirl. We'll be working with that energy, Gaia's ascended energy. We'll be working with that to assist in our transformation. We'll be having an opening ceremony to get everything started and open the sacred container. And at the end, we'll be having a closing ceremony and giving you ideas about how to go home and work with the energies of transformation that you've ignited, how to integrate those energies into your life. Because sometimes when there's huge transformation, such as can happen in retreats like this, and you go home, you're a different person. And so you need to know how to navigate as your new self. And so we'll be talking about those things as well. Now, this retreat is only 2.5 days. But like I said, everything in Sedona is amplified and accelerated. So 2.5 days will be more than enough, trust me. Even in Canada, that retreat was 2.5 days. And by the end, all of us were like, holy cow, I can't believe that much happened in one weekend. It was incredible. So that will happen here as well. I want to talk to you if you are a practitioner or if you're someone who likes to help others. The skills that you receive through this retreat will assist you in whatever work you do, whether you work with clients or you work with groups, or even if you're, you're someone who has a heart for helping others. The skills that you'll learn in this retreat will help you with your client work or with your family, with your personal relationships. We're going to be talking about empowerment again, and some of the concepts that go around that. Okay, I think I covered everything. So if you guys have any questions, please post them. If you have any questions about, housing or just logistics, you can feel free to post those questions. If I can help you with the answers, I will. We will be having organic food, and I'll be providing your lunches and 2 breakfasts. And then the dinners will be on you. And all of the information, there is the link that I provided, creationtemple.com/retreat. All the information and logistics are on that page. So you can, if you have questions, you can check out that page as well. I want to read to you some of the things that were written by the Canada retreat participants, and I have their permission to share. This one is from Udar, and he writes very sweet. So I'm going to try to get through this as best I can. Sometimes I get emotional with this stuff. He says, I would like to say that Susie's self-giving love and sincerity is profound. Her gift as a channeler is clear, and her sincerity and love is something I don't think I have ever experienced with any other human being. The retreat for me was a life experience I will truly never forget. I feel extremely fortunate spending these few days with such a giving and tuned in person. All my love and gratitude, Udar. Yes, the retreat dates are February 24th through the 26th. It's a Friday through Saturday. So full day on Friday, full day on Saturday, and half day Sunday. Okay, this one, thank you, Julia. This one is from a psychologist, and Okay, it's not showing me the whole comment, Christina. Where can I see the whole comment? Okay, here it is. When one is aware that they have many things they need to work on, how does one choose where to start? That's a great question. And this is actually something that I'm really good at. I'm able to, when I'm with your energy and you begin to share what's going on for you, I'm able to tune into the core and then give you a starting place. So if you don't have that skill for yourself of knowing where to start, it's really helpful to get someone who's good at coaching you and showing you where the best place is to start. One of the things you can do, I'm always working with my heart energies and my intuition and asking, you can just ask, like, where do I start? I know I need to start somewhere. I know I need to address this issue. Where do I start? What's the best way to start? Terry, the link is at the top, creationtemple.com/retreat. You can find all the information you need there. And if you have more specific questions, if you don't find everything you need there, please ask, and I'll be happy to answer your questions, okay? Good question, Christina. Yeah, so I just ask. I ask, where do I start? Heart, can you show me where to start? Intuition, can you show me where to start? Can you communicate with me in a way that my mind understands? So I like to ask those questions. You're welcome, Terry. Okay, so this is from a psychologist, and she says, I was compelled to attend this creation retreat, and I knew I just had to attend, but had no clear expectations as to what would happen. I was delighted to find a family of individuals who understood me and what I have experienced in my life so completely. I came away with a deeper understanding of my role in this world and to trust in my own inner knowledge to guide me on this journey. And she's actually a psychologist. And so I followed up with her recently, and you're welcome, Christina. And I asked her, what's happening now? What's new? What's changed for you since the retreat? And she replied back that she's able to do more effective work with her clients with the transmutation tools that she received from the retreat. And that's really cool to me, because again, if my mission is to bring heaven on earth, the more people that can be working with transmutation energies and turning density into love and light, the easier my job is. So I love that. That fills my heart, that fuels my spirit. I love that. So thank you to this person. Okay, this is from my co-host, Lisa. She's actually the one that invited me into her home and wanted me to lead this retreat. She says, I knew this retreat was meant to happen, but wasn't sure why exactly. I feel we have completed a large mission, and I have a peace in my heart knowing it is done. We came together as a council, and Susie was able to facilitate and put it all together for us. From this experience, I have learned to trust myself more deeply, to realize my own gifts more fully, knowing that I am truly in connection with my highest self. Susie was able to model confidence and leadership skills. She was adept at bringing the group together. Gratitude always to Susie for all her work. Much love, Lisa Darney. So thank you for that, Lisa. Very sweet. And this actually brings another topic that I forgot to mention. See, there's so much. There's so many possibilities of what could unfold. And like I said, it's the participants that create the retreat. It really is you guys who attend. You're the ones creating this. I'm showing up, not knowing what's going to happen, but being present with the process and being available for coaching each of you. And it is my intention, since this will be a small, intimate retreat, no more than 12 people, you will each have some individual time with me so that we can get a little bit more intimate. It won't be hours and hours, because this is only a 2.5-day retreat, but you will each have some time to spend individually with me as we're out on the land, or however we decide to structure it, that you can go into deeper detail with me if you choose. So Lisa brought out the idea of the council, and in our opening ceremony for the last retreat, I channeled the council for heaven as earth. And this is actually when the colors first started to show up in my channeling videos. So it was very much an initiation for me. It was a powerful channeling. And so one of the benefits you'll receive by coming to the retreat is understanding your mission in creating heaven on earth, your role in that more fully, because we'll ask the council directly what each person's mission and role is. And so that's pretty exciting too, when you can get more information about your soul path and your mission. Oh, by the way, if any of you want to stay in Sedona longer for this retreat and you want to come early and you'd like to do a land journey, a private land journey with me, there's also an option where you can sign up for that on the retreat page. And that is like a 2 to 3 hour a personal private experience with me. So if you want that, there's that option as well on the registration page. Okay. This person says, I really enjoyed getting together with other people. I enjoyed listening to other people's views. I learned that it's an amazing thing to follow your heart, no matter what. But most of all, I loved your voice, and it can trigger near instant relaxation. One more thing, your charisma and energy, you really are a joy to be around, and you are truly a caring and loving soul. Thanks so much for everything, Destiny. So on that note, I would like to give you a little voice transmission, if you'll allow me. I just realized that since I'm on my computer, the voice doesn't always come through as well as on my phone, because I guess the microphones or whatever. So that's just a little taste for you. Okay, there's another one in here. Now this is from Eric. This is another great one because he also wasn't sure why he was attending. He just felt the call. I've been learning and remembering through meditation, but felt I had a lot of unanswered questions about my purpose on earth and how it ties in with my family, social, and business life. I heard about the retreat and felt it would help me gain some understanding. I joined the retreat with no preconceived ideas and no expectation, not wanting to limit the experience. Very wise. The retreat was well above anything I would have imagined. I now understand how I process and integrate information through my journey on earth that helps me grow spiritually and become enlightened. I feel a greater connection with the universe and a clear path for my purpose. Thank you, Susie. And that's from Eric. So as you can see, people, received really amazing things from the retreat. And if that's something that you wish, bring that to the retreat. Whatever it is that you want to receive, bring that. And if you're not sure, if you just feel called to be here and you're not sure what it is you want to receive or you're meant to receive, we'll figure that out during the retreat. So I love you guys. Again, if you have any questions, please post them below. Feel free to send me a private message if it's more of a private nature. I'm here to assist you in figuring out if you're meant to be here or not. And if you're not, that's totally fine too. I release and surrender you into love. If you are meant to be here, if you're feeling that strong call, do it. Follow your heart, follow your intuition, your guidance. Okay, guys, love you very much. And I will see you in the next video. Take good care of yourselves.